Just setting up the screen, folks. All right, how's everybody doing? I'm glad to see everybody back. Let me know if there's any kind of problem with my audio. I just, audio or video, I just had to reformat, or literally wipe the drive and reinstall everything fresh. I like to do that every 6 months. I mean, complete wipe of the drive. I'll even delete the partition just to verify nothing is on that freaking drive. And then reload the partition, reload my operating system. It only takes me about a day by the time I get done with everything, all the drivers, all the software that I utilize from day to day, testing everything. So if you folks know how to do that, I highly recommend twice a year, at a minimum once. If there's any kind of keyloggers, any kind of malicious software that's maybe not seen by your antivirus program, it's good, once a year. Okay, so I'm glad I'm getting folks here that says sounds good. I'm just looking at my my background, so I'm seeing what you're seeing. I see myself, and I see the two shelves and everything. I'm just making sure everything is properly positioned and whatnot. Even the camera settings need to be changed. When you reinstall everything, camera settings, everything needs to be modified from its default settings. So JK Pioneer, this is so cool now, because I couldn't figure out how to do it before I formatted. My chat window, what you folks say, used to be on the left-hand side. I'm used to it being on the right-hand side. And I, for the life of me, couldn't figure it out. So now that I reinstalled the software, it's all set at the default, and it's right there on the right-hand side. Why? Because the lighting's a little bit better. When I look into the lighting, it's slightly more in line with the camera. When I look this way, light is over here. You can see that. You see how when I turn my hand, the lighting changes. And I'm looking away from the camera, which is right there. Now, the chat window is right in line, or almost right in line with the camera. But anyway, hope everybody's doing a good day. Let me say hello to a few people. Not many people in the room today. Maybe everybody's out. JK Pioneer, James Moga, hello to both of you. Christopher Cortez, hey brother, did you pick up any American Silver Eagles before the price goes up? I think a week or two ago I picked up a tube of 20. Again, we don't know if the price is really going to go up. I put out a video stating that, hey, here's some documentation from a .gov website, that is a legitimate government website, that the price is going to $67. I since deleted that video because I questioned whether there was a mistake in that document, and it really only meant certain coins. Now, the title reflected only numismatic. The title reflected that, but then when you looked at the silver coins in the menu, one of them was what we most commonly stack, and that was the Silver Eagle. I see no clue in that description that it came with a case, it was COA, it was a special mintage. I see nothing about that. It just simply said American Silver Eagle uncirculated. But there was a lot of people that that were implying that they were going to go out and just freaking do something crazy, like take out a loan or, just put it all on a credit card. And I just didn't want that on my shoulders. So according to the documentation, it said $67 starting in 5 days, which is really 3 days from now. This was the date of the document. So we'll just have to see. I actually, my last uploaded video, you can see that document. And you can go to the government website yourself. I put a link there, everything. And you can make your own determination what the price is going to be. I just don't want to be responsible for any incorrect. This channel is not about just throwing out clickbait. But thank you. I got a tube of 20. So either way, it was in my budget, right? So I didn't exceed my budget on a false promise or false hope. And that's what I really don't want anybody else to do. I could use a little bit of water. Tamara, so nice to see you. Good afternoon to you. Paul Taylor. What's up, Overtax from Dauphine, Alabama? Tamara, thank you. James Moga. I'm saying thank you because you said it sounds good. James Moga, no problems. Jay, good afternoon, Overtax taxpayer. Thank you so much for being here. .999 zombie, hey ya. Taffrey Lewis. And he's basically going, 67, my butt. So we shall see. You know, I kind of, when you really step outside of the situation, I got to admit, $67 sounds too good to be true on your average American Silver Eagle. I got to admit that. However, again, when you take a look at my last video, you can clearly see it doesn't, in that menu, it clearly states from the government, it's going up to $67. So buyer beware. Again, I admit it's hopium. It's smoking the hopium. Hi, has U.S. Mint increased the price of regular Silver Eagles? If so, will it increase the price of 1 ounce silver soon? I can't answer that question, Ravi. I really can't. One would think, though, that the raw material, silver, would have to go up first. I can't see it going in the opposite direction. I can't see just increasing the price of Silver Eagles, which is going to drive the silver market. I don't see that logically, right? Silver from across the board, the spot price would need to go up. So in my opinion, when rethinking it, the market would need to be driven from the spot price, not Silver Eagles down to the spot price. It's spot price down to all the Eagles as well as all the other silver products that are sold. So, yeah, I have a feeling it's just numismatic and there might have been some documentation mistakes in their menu. They should have been a little bit more clear in their menu. My opinion. Cruiser, what you having for lunch today? Wow, that's a weird question, but I'll tell you. So can I brag about what I did for dinner last night first before I tell you what I have for lunch? So I'm from Buffalo, New York. The chicken wings were invented in the Anchor Bar in downtown Buffalo. That's where chicken wings were invented. That bar still exists to this day. I got their recipe. Exactly. I got the recipe and I made chicken wings last night in my deep fryer. I actually made a video on how to do it. The video is about 1.5 years old. Please do a search on how to make authentic buffalo chicken wings. It's one of my videos. I go step by step. I even show you the freaking deep fryer I use. So go check that out. And if you do, please leave a comment, please, and give it a thumbs up. I'm very curious of how many people want the authentic, the real chicken wings. So for lunch today, that was a weird question. Cruiser B97 wants to know what I'm having for lunch today. So I went out and I got some boar's head chicken breast. Okay. I got some provolone cheese. I got some fairly good quality bread. I'm going to probably have some sandwiches and maybe a salad. Maybe some sun tea. It's still warm enough outside. We put the tea jar outside. Let that tea bag just freaking soak up that sun, and it's awesome tea. Thank you so much. None, thank you so much for being here. JK Pioneer, that's an uncirculated specialty packaged eagle. I understand that, JK Pioneer. However, how you know that, I don't. Because when looking at the description, forget about what you know. When you look at the description, it clearly states just an American silver eagle, 1 ounce, uncirculated. Nowhere in that description does it say a specialty packaged eagle. It doesn't. Even when you go up to the title, I see it does say numismatic. Clearly states that, can't argue with that. But then you drop down into that menu, that's a plain silver eagle. So I think maybe there was a mistake there somewhere, or they just forgot to add a little bit more detail. You know what I mean? That's all. From my perspective, I'm no professional. I'm just some freaking dude doing a YouTube channel. But I appreciate it, JK. But from my perspective, maybe I was a little naive. You just look at the words. It just says silver eagle. Nothing special about it. James Moga, legitimate government is an oxymoron. Thank you. Millennial plastic stacker, are you attempting to get that gold or silver American Eagle 75th anniversary coin from the United States Mint November 5th? No, sir, I can't. I can't justify on my budget spending that kind of money for 1 ounce of silver. I mentioned this before. I'm just not into numismatics. I'm not into specialty overpriced coins. I'm in it just to accumulate silver and gold, right? Now, that doesn't mean I won't pay $5 or even $10 more for an ounce of silver when it's a really nice looking coin. For example, the Queen's Beast. Love them. They are slightly more expensive, right? What other coins out there? The Privateer series. Beautiful coins. I have no problems spending a few bucks more for that silver. Absolutely no problem at all. But when I'm paying 30, 40, 50 bucks over spot for 1 ounce, no, I'm sorry, I can't justify that. I just cannot justify that on my budget. I appreciate the question, though. I really do. I just wanted to explain myself. There's probably nothing wrong, and if you're into that, that's fine. I just, Timothy Mack, hello from Moscow, Idaho. I was thinking about moving to Idaho. I hear that it's just beautiful there, just awesome, just gorgeous. Hi from Fairhope, Alabama. You can't buy the bullion coins we stack from the mint. Gotcha. Cool. Johnny number 5. Silver went up $1.33. It did. It's last time I looked, it was in the mid 25s. So that's really great. I mean, for us who really want silver to go up. Time will tell. It always does. That's right, None. Time always tells the truth. Truth always comes out. Paul Taylor. Paul Taylor. It's pronounced Daphne. You always mispronounce it. It's across the bay from Mobile. Jesus. Daphne. Okay, I'm apologizing. Cut me some slack. Danish Prepper. Hello from Denmark. This is freaking awesome. People from around the globe. Inflation everywhere. Johnny number 5. James Moga, precious metals and cryptos are up. Then that's awesome. You know, I was kind of hoping to see crypto market up a little bit more, but it's a double-edged sword. I'm able to buy more at a fairly decent price. And when I'm able to, I will. Had a great place to go to. And a great place to go to. Dude, you don't think the ancients were eating chicken wings? You know they were. Not a buffalo chicken wing. They probably were, you know, using it in stocks, and, you know, they probably were given to the peasants and the slaves. But buffalo chicken wings, no. Again, please go check out that video on how to do it. It is amazing. And my only recommendation, I said it in the video, it sucks getting chicken wings where the skin is just a little bit slimy. Not mine. I tell you how to mitigate that. Just an excellent video. I tell you everything. The recipes, the amounts. Good stuff. Good stuff. Janger Banga. Will silver price affect other increases in $67 coin? I don't believe so. If it's for numismatic, absolutely not. We're just going to have to watch it, though, okay? Ron Selu, hello neighbor. None. Overtaxed taxpayer. It also states that the Fed, are trying to turn a profit at the mint on the sale of Eagles going forward. Again, I saw the documentation. I read what you're quoting me. But I just think we need to enter this with a little caution, okay, folks? I mean, I can understand the Fed wanting to just do across-the-board silver hike for $5. You know, not even the Fed. I think the price of silver would be determined by the miners. I think it really would flow down from there. I just don't see federal government stepping in and say, hey, this is the price of gold. This is the price of silver. So it did kind of strike me a little bit odd. We're going to see. We're going to see. Best chicken wings. Every time my aunt would go to Buffalo to visit my family, she would bring back some buffet wings. Buffet wings. Buffalo is a great place to eat. Schwabbles in West Seneca. So I've been to Schwabbles maybe a dozen times. I used to live in that area. And one of the best things to get at Schwabbles is beef on weck sandwiches. W-E-C-K, beef on weck. They're phenomenal for it. I am in Arizona. Ron Selu. I just can't freaking read today. Selu. I'm going to say Selu. Break it into two parts. Out of the blue, do you think full automatic weapons will ever be legal again to purchase in stores like back in the 80s? Well, some states you can. So here in Arizona, we're allowed to own fully automatic weapons. And for that matter, we're allowed to own silencers. I'm not talking flash suppressors. I'm talking full-out silencers here in Arizona. So certain states, you already can buy whatever you want. So it goes state by state, obviously. Lab 646, thank you so much for being here. Silver Eagles will have a security feature like the Canadian Maples. I got it. That ought to be interesting. Christopher Cortez, I hear you overtax about the American Silver Eagle, but I still FOMO'd and got a tube and a silver quarter set. That's okay, dude. That's okay. You got it before the price increase, right? If there is going to be a price increase. But you probably went and stayed within your budget anyway. It wasn't like you freaking went out and took a loan on a credit card, right? So that's where we're at with that. Who else is here? Timothy Mack. You know the leaves are turning their colors. Oh, man. I love the autumn. It's one of my favorite times of the year to see the trees start to turn bright fluorescent colors, orange, golds, yellows. It's freaking amazing. Browns. It's just amazing. It's one of the most desirable times of the year for me. That's one of the things I miss so much about the northeast quadrant of the United States. Just amazing. Johnny 5, thanks again. Big Chief checking in. What's up, bud? Not much, buddy. Not much. Just chillaxing Saturday here. Don't want silver and gold to go up till the great reset happens. Tamara Peabody. Back to the gold standard. Hey, buddy, from Pachacu, New York. That's Long Island, isn't it? So, Philip, I'm curious your age, because we used to live in the Bronx of New York, and my parents would take us all the way to the tip of Long Island, which is called Montauk. And we would stop at your town. I believe it was your town. I was just a kid. Right off the freeway, hit an old diner and have breakfast there. I miss New York. I really do. I miss Long Island. If you ever go to Montauk, let me know. Ask you to take a couple of pictures for me from a certain spot. Why nobody talks about platinum eagles? Great price, better than gold. The problem with, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with platinum. But when dealing with other people, they might not be able to determine the difference between platinum and gold. And that's why I think a lot of people would either just have silver and gold. You know what I mean? So for me, there's nothing wrong with platinum. My wife even has a couple of platinum pieces of jewelry. But from me, it's just about gold and silver. There's nothing wrong with platinum if you can prove that they're platinum at the time. Obviously, a coin shop or pawn shop will be able to make that determination, no problem. But if there is ever a need to go outside of those markets and sell to somebody, you might run into a problem. They might not recognize it. They might accuse you of, this is silver. Vice versa, by the way. I'm just reading some of the comments. Above and below, thank you. Will election win Joe Biden impact silver price up? Absolutely. I've already mentioned it many, many times. If Joe Biden wins, the price of silver is going to be immediately within weeks. Well, that didn't make no sense. Immediately within weeks. Let me just rephrase that altogether. Within weeks, it'll be in the 30s, in my opinion. Leaves are starting to change here in Tennessee. That's freaking awesome. That is awesome. Cryptocurrencies, again, are up. Digibyte is up. I think Digibyte's up to 2.5 cents per Digibyte. Theta, I believe I saw it 72 cents. So that's not bad. I wish it would fall back. I haven't met my goals yet with my cryptos. I am actually far from my goals. So I would love that price to fall way back so I can accumulate more. Steve-O, hello. Thank you so much. We got a couple of people here that have subscribed. We got Jackson Corley. Thank you. He's a student. Thomas Jones has subscribed. KP Gata Town Music 501 has subscribed. And Jimmy LeCarry has subscribed. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Just started buying the Scottsdale stackers. Ever buy them over tax? No, but trust me, they are nice. And I would love to get my hands on about 3. Just so I can say I got a stack. One of these days. And I'm in Tucson. That's just up in Scottsdale, Phoenix. So I would definitely love to buy like 3 5-ounces or 3 10-ounces. That would be freaking the bomb to have nice stacks. And the good thing about them is, I don't know if a lot of people know, they have a tongue and groove system. It means that each one locks into each other. The outer edge is fits into, they fit into each other, so to speak. Take a look at them. They're just I don't know why many other silver companies don't use that. You know, to be able to stack up your silver and know that they're never going to slide amongst themselves and scratch each other up or topple over is just nice. And why many other companies, nobody's doing it other than that Scottsdale silver. Okay, Philip McCurdy. That's funny. The diner is off Sunrise Highway. Gosh, is it still up? I mean, I know it's closed down, but is it still standing? You got any pictures of that? You have an address that I can just Google it? Do you have a name of it to where I can even Google that and try to find my own pictures? I'm talking, we used to go there in the early 70s. So I don't know if it's that old. I mean, Sunrise Highway. I got to write that down, actually. Hold on a second. I'm going to write that down. Sunrise Highway. I'm curious your age. Let's see. I made it. Overtax, thumbs up. Guys, let's help Overtax out. Yeah, all I need is a thumbs up and $1 billion. Jenga Benga, you want Trump or Joe to win? So every time I make my opinion, half my freaking viewers just leave. I can have 100 viewers and I'll make a comment of who I want and it just drops right in half. I'm neither Democrat nor Republican, and that is an honest statement. But I do care about my country. I am a patriot, and I believe everybody should work for what they want if they are able to work. I don't believe in a system where people claim they're unable to work and live off your tax dollars. Right now, the average person in the United States pays 30% from their paycheck to taxes. That is approximately 5 or 6% going to state, and the remaining of that going to federal. More and more as the years go by, people are claiming they cannot work. It's kind of like the analogy. If you have one person in a horse cart and you got people pulling it, it's very easy. But as the people pulling it are looking in the horse cart and seeing how easy it is, one by one they start going into the horse. And the people pulling the cart are finding it more and more difficult to pull that cart. That is what is occurring. It's funny how you go to church and 10% tithing is adequate, but not for the government. They want 30%. And they're promising you to raise your taxes if they get elected into office and give everything away for free. Well, free only means for the person receiving it for free. Those who are working and earning a paycheck will be the ones funding that free stuff. Regardless whether you have enough to pay your mortgage or your apartment rent. We don't care whether you get kicked out. We're going to raise your taxes to pay for everybody else's free stuff. And you'll find that your paycheck will get smaller and smaller until you'll get kicked out of your home or something, or you can't afford your car payment. They don't care. You'll pay for it. So free is a weird word. It's only free to the person receiving it. I always say this, and I'm trying to be as kind as possible because I don't want to offend anybody. We'll just take education, because we can talk about healthcare and all that stuff. Let's just take education. They're promising education free to everybody, regardless of whether you're a citizen of the United States or not. And I always ask a question, free. It's a very attractive word. Free is like a drug. You can get addicted to it. But one needs to ask themselves, what does free mean? Will the professors work for free? Will the entire staff of a college work for free? All the way down from maintenance to janitorial to you name it, all levels to run that college, security, irrigation, landscaping. Will they work for free? Well, the answer is no. So where does that money come from to pay them? I'm just asking people to think. It's coming from anybody that has a job. So what happens? Going back to my cart analogy, people are going to say, heck with this. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm just going to go jump in the cart. I'll be one of those guys and get my stuff for free. It's no longer worth working. And that goes for every profession that you're claiming it's going to be free. I want to say something, and this is very hard to articulate. But when you give everybody something for free, I always love peanut butter as an analogy. There's only so much real money. There's only so much. And if you're giving everybody a little bit of peanut butter on their sandwich, the more people you give peanut butter to, the thinner that amount gets. So when you give everybody something for free, people psychologically think they're going to be rich. No, because there's only a finite amount of resources. When you spread it out amongst everybody, you get actually less than you would have if each and every individual would work for it independently. And that is the illusion of socialism. Everybody thinks they're just going to get everything and it's just going to be a utopia. No, everybody will get the bare minimum to survive. That's how socialism is. So when you ask me who I'm voting for, I'm almost nervous to tell anybody because they get offended and they don't understand why they're getting offended. I am a patriot. I love my country. I love the freedom it's afforded me. I want to retain that freedom. I don't mind working hard for the things I want. I have a problem of giving things away for free to the people who do not want to work. I have a problem with that. So you tell me who I'm going to vote for. Thank you so much for an excellent question. I made it. Thumbs up, guys. And he gives me this thumbs up. I love it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Silver Chickens in the house. I got 10 Scottsdale Stackers, my 100-ounce breakaway bar. Love them. That's awesome, man. 10 of them. So Wes is in the house. Iron Duke, thank you so much. Felonious Bitcoin. Thank you very much, a friend of mine. Maynard Wellman, another friend of mine. Boy, they just keep coming around. I watched the ads and gave a thumbs up. The things I do for you, LOL. Yes, I ask people if you can just watch the ads in my video, or even just one. I get a penny. They claim I get a penny. YouTube basically gives me a penny, but taxes me 30%, honestly. So that's where my revenue comes from. It comes, and it's really helpful to pay for the internet, to pay for some of the software updates when they become obsolete and whatnot. That's all. I don't make a lot of money. But if you could watch the ads every now and then, give me a thumbs up. It's not like I'm asking to borrow your car or anything, or steal your beer out of your fridge. None. Can you find it? You can find it from Zoom or Google Earth chain to Street View. I don't understand what you're asking me. You're a libertarian. I don't know whether I'm a libertarian or not. I would see myself not as a Republican, not as a Democrat. I do believe if you want to smoke dope, go for it. As long as you do whatever the hell you want, as long as you're not affecting me or my community in an adverse way. And if you're able to maintain your own livelihood while you're doing it, I got no problem with that. I would lean probably towards a libertarian or conservative. Investopreneur. Overtax. Will you do an interview, or who would you want me to interview? So I would do interviews definitely with individuals I know. I would have to basically, I've never seen your name before, no disrespect intended. But if you were going to do an interview, I would have to research what you like, what you stand for, and then I can pair you with the proper individual to do an interview of. So I can't really answer that question without knowing you. I mean, obviously, if you're freaking, I don't want to. If you believe in planet, this is just an example. Please do not be offended. If you believe in Planet Nubru or zombies, I'm obviously not going to pair you with somebody who doesn't believe in them. Be a very awkward interview. So I would need to know you, right? Appreciate the question. Lab 464 bought a Colt 911. I'm envious already. A few days ago. Still having hard time finding 45 ammo. That's 230 grain. Yeah, I would love to get myself a freaking 45. That's nice. Good job, buddy. What's that online? You can buy ammo online, believe it or not. So cheaper than dirt, I think, might sell it. Silver maple. No work equals no eat. St. Paul the Apostle. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Felonious Bitcoin says, people can work. They just choose to be lazy. So when I was a kid, there was a pride about not taking food stamps. It was actually embarrassing because you would have to go to the store and actually count out the stamps while the grocery line was building up behind you. So a lot of people had pride also. They wanted to work. They made things easier. They took away the embarrassment. Now you hand them a debit card that looks just like your debit card. And I just feel that the percentage of people who can't work have just gone up drastically. So when I say that, I don't mind the people who truly cannot work. Got no problem with helping out people who need help. It's the others I have a problem with. So I just wanted to clarify that. Otherwise, somebody would come and burn down my house or something. Sunrise and Hospital Road. Okay, we got more intel here. Sunrise and Hospital Road. I'm 48, so you're about 6 years. All right, Sunrise in Hospital Road. Thank you, Philip. I really appreciate it. It should be survival of the fittest. No more nurture. Humongous. It's not all taxes. It's not all taxes. The 30%. So, correct. You're actually paying closer to 50, depending on your state, 60% taxes every time you get a fishing license. That's a tax. You want to build onto your house, you have to pay for, permits and everything. Those are taxes. I'm just talking about your payroll taxes is approximately 30%. You're right, though, humongous, not arguing with you. And put a shirt on, would you? Thomas Lyle. World War II gold coin mintage, 1945, November 5th. Thank you. Carlos Garcia, Democrats equal free. None. Thank you. Another issue we have is the people making the laws and are in charge don't have any intentions of bringing us back to realism system. No. What they do is create problems. They break the system and then promise you repairs, metaphorically, and never do they give you those fixes. It's always, well, we're going to work on it. And the system is broken. It's been broken by design, not by defect. The American system is a good system. Government pays to school college. Well, no. I mean, there's tuition. So they're double dipping, right? Colleges are double dipping. They're taking it from the taxpayer and they're taking it from the student, which is bullcrap because college is a business. Imagining you opening up your business. Let's just say you're selling lumber. And let's just say your lumber wasn't so good. So you don't have that many customers. You should go out of business. But yet colleges are able to double dip. Therefore, there is no need to worry about the quality of their product. They're indoctrinating people. If they didn't have that mandated tax from the citizens, mandated means by point of a gun, you don't pay your taxes, somebody's coming to see you. And eventually, the person coming to see you will have a gun and take you away. Do you think they'd be indoctrination camps if they weren't taxing you? No. There would be a need for quality control. True statement there, folks. I'm not banking on a reset or gold standard, backing anything, just a collapse in purchasing power and an increase of taxes. That's correct. Jefferson Davis, CSA, thank you so much for being here. Daniel Bartholomew, boy, that's a tongue tire. The more government raises my taxes, the more effort I put into not paying them. There's no such thing as a free lunch, free vaccine, free health care. To surrender for free is to lose your freedom. That's right. We've all been there. We've asked our parents for money. Those who give you money make the rules. The one that leave out the ones that don't give you a thumbs up. Trump 2020, straight Republican American. Daniel, again, thank you. Everyone is easily triggered by stupidity. Democrats equal soup kitchen. Volkswagen Planet, good afternoon, everyone. Hit that like button, show your support. Thank you. Silver Chickadees, Kamala listed all that free stuff, but did not talk about who's paying for it. And the news media outlets, the corrupt news media outlets, will not ask a simple question. Will the teachers come work for free? Will the maintenance come work for free? If not, who's going to pay for it? The news media outlets just do not drill down, do not care. They are part of the problem. Chase, hey, what's up, Mr. Overtax? 72 degrees here in Flagstaff, finally getting to cool down. That's awesome. Flagstaff's a nice college town. I've been there a couple of times, and it's nice. One of these days I gotta ski the bowl there. There's a ski bowl there. But I really appreciate that. I just actually lost it. They listed all that free stuff. Vote Biden. I'm not voting freedom. I'm voting for freedom, not free. There it is. Chase, what's up? 72 degrees here. Man, Tucson is still pretty warm. Both candidates will run the government that fund the IRS well, and then redistribute from the middle class to the rich and poor. So if that's your ideology, you won't vote for either. I won't. Okay, I think you're mistaken with that comment with whom is in office now. You are absolutely mistaken. The president do some research, has cut a significant number of welfare recipients. Just cut them off. Access, stuff like that, cut them off. So double check your information. Appreciate it. Hey there, any more on silver prices going up? Nothing, Mr. Barnes, nothing. And I did put out a video as an advisory, as a version 2, just to be careful, even with my information. Okay, I'm just human. Looking to get your thoughts on percentages of gold and silver and crypto. So it all depends on your budget, right? You can be making $150,000 a year. I wouldn't know. So I definitely would stay with, for the average person, mostly silver. I would probably do, if you can afford it, a 15% gold ratio. Cryptos, on the other hand, I just, as far as part of the ratio, I would say another 15% shouldn't hurt, as far as money goes. Johnny 5, does Arizona tax bullion? Arizona taxes income. So it depends on how they see it. Obviously, here in Tucson, I think they report to the IRS anything above, I think, $10,000. So I think there's ways to mitigate that. What's your take on Bitcoin versus silver and gold stacking? I think silver and gold stacking is going to be a slower ride to our goal. Bitcoin is riskier, but along with the risk comes quite a bit more reward. Very jealous of your gun laws. New York would very control crazy. Yep. Loot. Roan Bear, thank you so much. Texas luckily doesn't have income taxes. However, the tax on everything else is 8%, 8.25%. Mr. Joe King picked up that 25 tube of Britannia, as I mentioned to you the other week, for an equivalent of $783. You see it going for $600, like Egon von Geyers. Thanks, appreciate it. Beat detective, DC taxes worse than the mafia. Yep. I know. And you drive around DC, it's the slummiest of towns. Cities. I'm sorry, not towns. The slummiest. Where is those tax dollars going to? So this is a good question. If I had a choice of the silver that I would buy, what would it be? And I'd have to say Eagles first. Certain rounds. Queen's Beast. Privateer series. And then bars. Oh, the book? Yeah, thank you. I just got it. Lumber prices are 2.5 times now due to COVID, and all the mill output is being offline. Enjoy Kamala Camp. Timothy Mack. Moscow, Idaho is 35 minutes north of Louisville. Stephen Glenn, thank you so much. Gunbroker has lots of ammo, but prices. Primers are one reason for shortage. What's your thoughts on Nibiru? Let me scroll that down. So Planet Nibiru is going to hit our... Planet Nibiru is coming in from another solar system, and it's going to hit our planet within a year. Unfortunately, that statement, I've been hearing it for 12 years now. 12 years ago, Planet Nibiru is going to come and strike planet Earth, or just glance by it so close it would destroy our atmosphere. And it's going to happen next year. I've been hearing that every year. It's going to happen in a year. It's going to happen in a year. I have to tell you, I don't believe in it. I'm sorry, no more than I believe in the flat earth concept. Just don't believe in it. Thank you again, Stephen Glenn. Tax is the same as stealing. Never seen movie Popeye. Taxman riding his bicycle, tax and everything. It is funny. Legalized extortion. Thank you, Felonious. I got a tube of 20 American Eagles for around $700. So I remember when I was getting my tubes of Eagles. It's getting them for $390. Most of my tubes, $390, give or take $5. Now they're above $7. So for those who didn't think silver was ever going to go up, you know those naysayers, you ain't seen nothing yet. That is MK Ultra. Thank you so much. AG Coin, love the Queen Bee series, yes. So 0.999, that's 4 nines versus 3 nines. Yeah, the 4 nines is a little bit more pure, but I really wouldn't sweat over the difference. It's a mathematical thing. All you need to do is take 4 nines and subtract 3 nines, and you'll see how petty the difference is. So don't sweat the difference, okay? Regardless, both will have 1 full ounce, okay? They just, each one will dilute it a little bit differently to make the coin more durable. That's all. But each one still has 1 full troy ounce of whether it be silver or gold. Soyums, I'm having trouble understanding why mailing in my ballot isn't safe. If we can't trust the post office, then why can we trust the people counting the ballots? Well, when you mail in your ballot, it actually goes through a few people who work in the post office, right? Let's just hypothetically say you drive up and you just dump it into the blue box. Well, there's the guy who empties the box. There's somebody inside that's sorting it. You got the the distribution, you got the transportation, then you got the people loading it into the receiving post office. Who knows how many personnel that chain of custody will go through. It's the amount of chain of custodies. Okay, when you deliver it directly, I believe you can deposit it right into the box, the slot in the box. And I do believe those are automatically counted. Nonetheless, if there is somebody who empties that box and has to physically count it, at least it's just one chain of custody that you got to worry about. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a couple of people. But when you go through the post office, go through several chains of custody until it gets to where you're mailing it to. That is why. And it's coming out all over the news. You won't find it on CNN, but they're finding ballots already in ditches, in lakes, in garbage cans. Again, you're not going to hear that from CNN and those types of news outlets because they want you to believe your vote is safe. "10-ounce queen bees are lovely." Yes. Not Joe King. Thank you so much. I used to believe in flat earth, but then I started kindergarten. Timothy Mack, my mother-in-law lives in Dixie, Idaho. Very nice up there around Lewiston, Clarkston area. Looks like it's sitting in a crater. Man, it does sound nice. eBay is the best prices for silver. eBay is also the highest amount of fakes, according to Felonius, and that's a true statement. Phantom Soldier, hello. Who else is here? Yako. I feel I'm covered in on investments, some stocks, some. Beat Detective, you can look at their feedback. Silver 27 an ounce on October 13th. It's possible. I mean, last time I looked, it was 25 and change, so we'll see. Do you like silver buffaloes? So the buffaloes, I think I have one, and it's not a bad coin. I mean, it's okay. It's basically a generic round, in my opinion. But it's real silver. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? And that's going out to MK Ultra. Beat Detective, so we're going back up to $25 and change. Yeah, it is. It's actually up there already. Joseph Stalin once said, "It's not who votes that matters, it's who counts the votes." Correct. Beat Detective, I've never been to outer space, so all I know is what they tell me. Anyway, I've been going on 1 hour now. I'm going to ask one more time if you can give me a thumbs up when I post this video in 20 minutes. Give me a comment. Go and check out my video on how to make authentic chicken wings. Again, I'll say it again. Chicken wings were invented in Buffalo, New York, in the Anchor Bar. I got the recipe exactly. I made a video about 1.5 to 2 years ago. Please do a search on my channel for how to make chicken wings. And I would appreciate it if you watch the video. Just let me know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Really would appreciate that. I'll say hello to a few more people, and I'm going to go and get some lunch. I'm above the bowl going north, Highway 95. Acceleration Rules, man. I haven't seen that name in a long time. Good to see you. What is a 1900 silver dollar worth? Go to coinflation.com. They'll tell you. I really don't know. Luck of the Irish. Hey, I took your advice and told my friend on silver going to 60. He went and took out a personal loan and is going to buy a couple of monster boxes. You're going to make him tons of money. Yeah, Luck of the Irish doesn't like me. I could tell by his past comments. If he's done that, I pity him because I already warned everybody not to take my advice and just watch the market. So, Beat Detective, make them on the barbecue grill. Freedom. Anyway, I got to run. You folks have a great day. I'm going to go spend some time with the missus. I'm just reading some Hot Springs, Kutza. They are reputable silver dealers. Lord Henry, loving the show. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Henry. I really appreciate that. I'm going to get out of here and go grab some lunch, though. You folks have a great day.